on to state for the first time in school history, first semi-state victory in school history. What's it mean? How exciting is it to make it to this point in the year?
It's so exciting. We've just been working for this for this whole season, and we've just been working on our discipline, on our just perfecting each part of our game, and I think it really paid off.
Yeah, you guys are on to state now for the first time. Just, I guess for you guys, what's it going to take to go out there and come away with a state title on Saturday?
I think definitely trust. We have just a good team bonding, and our chemistry is amazing. Our seniors are super supportive, and they've been just great leaders, and we've just meshed really well.
You guys obviously face a good Brebeuf team. No team at this point in the year is going to be bad, but what do you guys know about Brebeuf, and what do you guys feel like they do well that you're going to have to shut down?
Their setter is definitely pretty spunky. She tips a lot, and I think we definitely need to work on our tip defense and just all-around serve receive, because I know they're a good serving team. Yeah.
Obviously, through this whole run, you guys have just dropped the one set. I think since September, you've really just dropped the one set. Mm-hmm. Obviously, in all those victories, you guys have gotten out in front early. How important is that going to be for you guys on Saturday once again to get ahead and play ahead?
Yeah, we definitely have to come out all fired up because this is our last game, so there's nothing to lose, and I think it'll definitely help our confidence as we go on in the game.
Speaking of confidence, what's the confidence level of this group like right now, and do you have to kind of guard against going in maybe a little too confident of it or anything?
Yeah, I think we definitely should work on not getting a big head, and we should definitely keep working hard in the gym and not take anything for granted. And I think, yeah, our confidence is just going to be working together.
What's the mindset of this group as you guys head into this weekend, getting ready to see a stage and an arena you guys have never seen before?
Yeah, we're so ready. We've just been working for this, and I think it'll definitely be a challenge to get used to the new gym and everything, but I think we'll come out and we'll do our best.
What would it mean for you guys to go out there and win a state title in your first ever trip to the state finals?
It would mean a lot. We'd make school history, and I think just for the seniors, this being their last game, I think to go out in a triumph is just really what we need and want.
Semi-state champs for the first time ever, on to state for the first time ever. What are the thoughts, emotions, feelings like?
Well, it's definitely very exciting, and we are just trying to prepare our best for this weekend. We took a little bit of time to celebrate the win this past weekend because obviously that was huge, but we know that we have to look ahead and be prepared because Brebeuf is a great team and we cannot overlook them.
Yeah, obviously, last week when we talked, you guys were saying that you guys are going in with a lot of confidence. Briana just said you guys are still playing with a lot of confidence after you just dropped the one set, but how important is it to kind of not overlook a Brebeuf team and think that you guys have this one this weekend?
I think just staying mentally engaged is going to be really big for us. We tend to do a pretty good job of that, but just not getting into holes or big point deficits where we have to dig ourselves out of. So I think if we can pass and serve the ball well, then our offense should follow and we should be good.
Offensively, obviously on Saturday, Eva put up big numbers, but you guys still spread the ball out, I feel like, pretty well. How important is that going to be against a good Brebeuf team on Saturday once again?
Eva was definitely on her game on Saturday. At this point, we kind of expect that, but obviously we know that we also have really good other hitters who can step in when she's not playing her best. So I think if we can pass the ball and be able to spread it out to kind of pull their blockers, pull their defense, and then not figure out our tendencies, then I think we'll be okay.
What do you guys know about Brebeuf? What do they do well, and what have you seen on film that you think you can kind of take advantage of?
I think on film, it looks like they have a strong offense, which is also what we have. So I think it's just going to come down to who can play better defense. We've been focusing a lot on our defense and serve receive. So I think if we just hone in on those key concepts, then we'll be good.
Obviously, getting out to a hot start has been big for you guys. You guys get out early, you get the lead, and then you can kind of play from ahead. Is that going to be big for you guys once again on Saturday?
I think it definitely will be big, but I think just playing in Worthen Arena with a huge crowd, I think there'll be some jitters. So once we knock those off and just hopefully find our rhythm, we'll be good.
Yeah, what's it going to be like, do you think, playing on a stage that you've never played on before? And do you think there's going to be jitters and everything like that?
I'm sure there'll be jitters. It's a huge game, and obviously this is something that, especially the seniors, but the entire team has dreamt about since the first day we ever walked into this gym. So I think that's really exciting, and I know there'll be jitters, but I think just once we get the jitters out and get rolling and just play junior volleyball, then we'll be good.
What do you guys? What would it mean for you guys to go out there, win the first state title in program history, and your guys' first ever trip to the state finals?
I mean, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. I think that this team has put in so much work this whole season, and obviously we've had to adjust a few things with COVID and sacrifice some things, but just the bond that we've created because of COVID honestly has brought us together so much, and I think that the sky's the limit for us.
First time in school history. Obviously, you're only a couple days off of that semi-state victory, but how's it feel? What's the excitement level? You guys are still playing, and you guys are doing something that no other team in school history has done.
I think it's really special for us, especially since it's the first year that we've ever going to win that state championship, but we definitely have worked hard for it.
For you guys are on to face a tough rebuff team, obviously. What are you guys going to have to do well on Saturday to keep this momentum rolling and try and come out with a state title?
I think it starts with serve receive and then it moves to offense, but we definitely can't walk in there thinking that we have that game because they're a very tough team.
You guys have had a lot of momentum rolling through playoffs. I think you've dropped one set, and it was obviously on Saturday, but that's your first one since like September. Just how confident is this group right now heading into the state championship?
I think we're pretty confident, but we know where our level ends because we can't, like I said, just walk in there acting like we have that. So I think it just comes in with that good mindset and to have each other's backs.
What do you guys know about Brebeuf, and what did they do well? What do you guys feel like you guys kind of have to shut down from their end?
We're definitely going to have to work on our blocking and keep that offensive strong because they do have a good offensive team, and definitely stay where we are on defense and read them better.
What's been the message from coaches here so far this week as you guys get ready for a stage and a part in the season that no team has seen this point before?
I think trust. They've been talking about that a lot lately. So if we just keep our trust in each other and have each other's back through the whole way, I think we've got it.
Offensively, obviously, a lot of your stuff is going to start and end with Eva, but you guys seem like you have passed the ball around pretty well. How key is that going to be, to be able to have other people involved offensively and not just make it Eva's show and let them key in on just one person?
I think it's really important for us because without us as a whole team, we wouldn't be where we are today. So as long as we keep that good defense and also with our great setter, then we'll be pretty good.
What would it mean for you guys to go out there and win the first state title in your first ever trip down to the state finals?
I think it would just be breathtaking because we've never had that opportunity before. So never take it for granted. And especially with these group of girls, we've had a great year. Our bonding is amazing. We've never had anything like it.
Still, what are the emotions like? You guys are semi-state champs and on to state for the first time in school history.
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting time. A lot of emotions. Everybody's excited. We've never been here before. But I think we're ready. I mean, I think we've had a solid year. We have no really ups and downs. We've been healthy after the initial 18 days that we had off, which we were healthy. We just had to, sit out. So I just think the excitement, you can't stop that. So we're just trying to keep everything as normal as possible and prepare. We're going to be watching film tonight and kind of going over what they do and again, just probably reassure them it's what we do, and we don't want to make a lot of changes.
Yeah, on to state for the first time. Is there a worry? Is there a concern about getting too excited for a game like this?
I don't think so. Once you get onto the court, my biggest concern right away is that the stadium there is from what I've heard is your depth perception. There's an airflow, I'm sure, there that's different than what a normal gym is. So I think just that. The whole atmosphere of being in front of that many fans, they're going to allow 750 fans from each team to be there if we can bring that many. And so I think just the court and that type of stuff, maybe a little bit of a concern, but I think we'll be okay.
You guys face, obviously, a good Brebeuf team, 23-11 on the season, state championship match. What do you guys know about them? What are you guys going to have to do well to go out and beat them?
We're going to have to serve the ball aggressive, and then we're going to have to do, you can see we're working on serve receive right now. We know that they serve the ball very aggressive, and we want to be able to get into our offense off of serve receive at first contact. So it's been our focus pretty much the whole tournament, and we're just kind of redoing that type of stuff.
Yeah, you guys, I feel like you guys did that pretty well on Saturday. You guys were able to get serve receive, get into your offense, and obviously only the one drop set. But what can you carry over from last week and this whole playoff run into this weekend?
Well, I don't to carry over. Just a positive attitude. I think we were just playing with a lot of confidence, and I think that'll continue. I don't have any worries that we'll get too tight about it, and I think once we start playing, it'll be just the game.
I know a lot of coaches at this time of the year, they always say they want to be playing their best, whatever it is, soccer, volleyball, football, baseball, it doesn't matter what sport it is, they want to be playing their best at the end of the season. Do you guys feel like you guys are really playing some of your best volleyball right now?
Well, I do think that. I mean, we got through our sectional and we had to play a good match against Angola, to get to regionals, and then we beat a very good Belmont team, and I think it's just kind of continued. Yeah, there's some things that we'd like to clean up, but I think we're playing we kind of know what we want to do and we're executing.
Yeah, how big is obviously your offensive attack going to be this weekend, spreading the ball out, after once again another big weekend from Eva?
Yeah, Eva, she got a lot of kills, but we were able to move the ball around. Our middles got involved in a couple of those matches, and we don't want to have to completely rely on Eva, but when we need the ball down, she's able to do that. And I think the Bobe as the other pin has really developed well in the past month as another outside threat when Eva's not in the front row. And that's something that we really look forward to.
Obviously, first time down in this level. None of these girls have seen this point in the season before. Just what's your message to the girls as they get ready for a stage they've never been a part of before?
Just to be us, just to play Dwenger volleyball. We've got a culture here I think we've built over the past 8 years since I've been here. Every practice is ran the same on all three levels, so it doesn't matter if you're a freshman on the freshman court or a varsity player. We just kind of run this, what we believe is important to keep our program at a high level.
What would a state title mean in your guys' first state appearance down there? What would a state title mean for this program?
I think it will just take us to the next level. We've been close. We've been real close the last couple of years. A couple points away 2 years ago that Newcastle just then walked to state after that. We felt that was the championship match, and that's our message: find those 2 points that we've got beaten by the last couple of years, and to have the first one up on the wall there, it'd be pretty exciting. It's something they'll never forget. I know that.